Well, we've gone 10 quarters of football and not seen a point scored against the Tide. Short kick, free ball. Whoa. And Christian Jones levels the guy trying to field it, Brandon Holloway. The ball goes harmlessly out of bounds, but nothing harmless about that collision. And again, there's a starter playing on special teams, and free ball, and wow.
Rolling against the ball is touched by the receiver.
I'm just wondering why that's not a defenseless player. And that was an awful high hit on a guy trying to field a ball.
On 3rd and 7. Bell with time. Steps up, throws, and he completes the pass to Sterling Shepard, who drops the ball. The flag comes out. And this is not going to be pretty. K.J. Morton with the hit. And Shepard is down.
Obviously, you're going to get a targeting penalty here. K.J. Morton just waiting for him.
Remember the targeting penalty. It doesn't have to be the crown of your helmet as a defender, but also if you go high to the neck or head area of a defenseless receiver with any part of your body, that'll draw the targeting penalty out. Granted, they will probably review this, but right now, the Oklahoma staff attending to Shepard, who's still on the field.
Bearcats showing pressure. Pirates pick it up. Mitchell was walloped at the 2. And here come penalty flags everywhere.
What a shot. Woo. I just hope Mitchell is okay, because he was separated from the football.
Brian threats collision near the goal line, Matt.
Yeah, it certainly was, Roy, and I do think this will stand as targeting. He comes across, he's a defenseless player, so even if they don't consider it crown, it's definitely high, the head and neck area. So I'm afraid that this gentleman's going to be done for the evening.
And Cameron Sexton, who we'll see today as well in the spring when Yates didn't participate because of off-season shoulder surgery. Here's Benjamin, gets a great block, and Benjamin loose across the 40. Finally bumped out of bounds, but a huge block. Watch this, not only a D-cleater, but a D-helmeter right there. Amazing. And a legal block. Just fantastic. Woo!
Great run. 1st and 10. Grossman pedals and throws. Right on. Oh, what a knock in the chops by Josh Morgan. You know, his dad coached him in high school, and Papa, if you're watching, you taught him well.
That's right, over in Vicksburg, Mississippi, and you dream of situations like this. Morgan gets a free pop.
The timeout after the penalty. Look out. Pressure! Dungy blasted off the corner by Xavier Thomas. Oh, he's late getting out of his stance, and the rush off the edge beats him to the quarterback. Eric Dungy had no chance on this play.
This is an option keeper for Robinson, who is just hammered at the 35. Hops up quickly. T.J. Ward, the junior safety, caught the lumber. Just a violent collision.
Woo! Jesse, I know.
Now he's starting to feel it after the fact.
Absolutely. Oh, man. Watch, just listen at the end of this play. T.J. Ward.
Ooh. He just gets folded in half.
Oh, my.
Oregon State. They're running that crazy formation. This is best. Johnny leaps into the end zone. Touchdown, California.
His job it all right, though. He landed on his back.
And he was up. He leaped to begin with, and then ended up landing on his back. And he has had some freak injuries over the course of his career, from his hip to his foot. Last year he had a hyperextended elbow.
There, we'll see. 3rd down. Wilson
drilled. The ball comes loose. And it's going to be Hawaii football.
Now watch Ford line this up. He knows he's the guy there. Watch him get in there. There's a low hit and the high hit, and the ball comes out. And Ford was a guy not expected to start, but look at him.
Alabama gets the ball to start the second half.
Oh, boom.
It's loose ball.
Picked up. John Youngblood, number 38. A flag is thrown as Youngblood scores.
Breland Speaks makes the bonehead play of all time here. Number 9.
The difficulties they've had through the 1-4 start. Devon Reed. Big hit on the return.
But whenever you see something flying out of the helmet area, as you see on the screen.
On every single player is Wenning will throw it out. Look out! Oh, man, Gabe Lynn overloads. And Jawan Edwards paid a terrible price for having his head turned.
Well, smart of him to not go head first. That was a vicious hit. And Edwards is a big man, so he took the hit pretty well.
Gabe Lynn played a lot last week. Jamel Fleming was injured. Did not play very well by his standard and by the coach's standard after watching the tape, but he will get everyone's attention with that lick.
In the jet sweep, they hand it off to Stephen Mitchell Jr. Tide string it out and they hammer him for a loss. Ooh, almost lost the ball.
Lucky to hold on to the ball. That's a big collision, and the sophomore Humphrey, who's a physical corner.
First down and 10, Kansas State. On the quarterback draw. Oh, my gosh. And a fumble, and Texas Tech got it back originally. Oh, my gosh. And it's Slay again. I'm telling you, they told us what a hitter this man is on the Red Racer defense. We saw him yesterday. Unbelievable. He had 12 tackles last week against Nebraska. He's got 27 unassisted coming into the game. 37 tackles overall coming into the game.
And his second caused fumble strictly by a hit.
Good matchups against teams out of conference this weekend.
Riley's pass incomplete. Dangerous throw, and Javid Best shaken up as he got leveled by Kevin Barnes.
Man, what a kiss. Javid Best, who's a running back but out at a receiver position, and his head and eyes are away from being downfield. That one hurts, ladies and gentlemen.
Wilson looks, and a pass on target for a first down to the 35. Boulware suplexes Strickland. Boulware will hit anybody anytime, and case in point was right there.
With the Broncos as the third quarterback behind Elway and Kubiak when Greg Robinson is out there. Pretty good protection. Let's see if he gets rid of it. Mike Williams. Hey, now that's a big-time hit by Abe Brown.
Great job by Mike Williams just to hang on, because Abe Brown had him in his sights. The ball goes there, and Abe Brown outside in just lowers that right shoulder and takes Mike Williams off the turf in the Carrier Dome. Big-time shot by the senior out of Sarasota.
That was the 243 Express here at Syracuse. Inside of his own 35-yard line. Makes the catch to the 27. Oh, and he's decked at the 32-yard line. What a hit. Jordan Sample. My goodness. Listen to this.
You want to play college football? Okay.
Now Griffith's kick. It's a low kick. It bounces. It is taken by Fournette. He'll have to reach back and grab it at the 5. The clock has expired, and he is drilled and put down by Alabama's special teams. Foster with a magnificent hit as the half and regulation will end.
That is the end of regulation play.
Coming up big. How about another freshman with the big hit? Quentin Moore. Oh my goodness, the helmet went about 15 yards. The receiver would make it off the field with some help. But there's the big hit that kind of put the lights out on the Indians tonight.
You got to make plays now. Michael Irvin's not going to make any plays for his team anymore.
That's good.
Oh! What a hit by Charles Brown on Travis Benjamin.
Probably had his rear end shootout about not closing and getting off the block. That's the responsibility of Hearns, number one. He has to get the block on Brown to protect Benjamin. But he does a poor job of blocking Brown, and Brown blows Benjamin up on the play.
Mike Davis crosses. Goodwin in space. And he lost it. Marquise Goodwin lowered his head. And he felt that when Carl Joseph, the freshman, put it on him. Listen to this. Some hard hitting going on here in Austin, Texas.
Pass incomplete, and what a hit. Champ Anthony, the undisputed champ of smoke. What a hit on Armstrong. And Armstrong is shaken up, understandably so, being attended to by the athletic training staff. Let's listen into it.
Possibly Oklahoma football history's most famous hit was made by junior safety Scott Hill in 1975 on Tony Dorsett as OU beat Pittsburgh 46-10.
Some of those hits, like a tooth rattler against Anthony Johnson of Notre Dame, are still the stuff of legend.
Show a blitz. And he steps away from the pressure. His pass is off. It is incomplete. They're going to call it complete? Yes. They call it complete and a fumble. And Joey Kent is hurt.
Well, Manning scrambling sets this play up. He's going to scramble this way. Kent's going to come right at us. But Lawrence Wright from the left side, number 4, is going to deliver a blow that shakes the ball loose. Possession, yes. And there goes the ball. That's a big turnover for Florida.
They're getting after it. He's going to run for it, and he's got it, and more. And instead of sliding, he gets after it like a tough guy. 21 yards by Ryan Colburn. Goodness. The quarterback just laid out a linebacker.
It worked. What Jimmy Johnson would say, paper mache or brass? From the 20, LaForce. What a hit on Andy McCauley. Pass is incomplete. That is Brandon Merriweather. And McCauley gets up under his own power. Do you remember being here last year on a Thursday night when Merriweather took the big hit?
Going to be a great pro, too.
Ball's loose. Texas got it. They threw the beanbag back there. Bomar's hurt. And it's that big old tackle, Roderick Wright. All 315 pounds. Brian Robinson hit him. And the Oklahoma quarterback is still down on his knees. Now he's upright. But it was a huge lick by Robinson.
Yeah, the hit is going to come from Robinson from the right side of the screen, right down on the ground. A great bounce up for the senior Roderick Wright. And he rumbles Not ever looking back, too. That's the great thing about that run for Roderick Wright. A lot of guys would be wondering, who's gaining on me? Well, if you never look back, you'll never know.
Taekwon Underwood comes in motion to the slot, runs a crossing route. Teal delivers the football, but delivering the blow is Bernie. DBs live for plays like that.
Well, and wide receivers live not to make plays like that, right? You know, he'll talk to his quarterback about that one, but this ball is
still down.
Yeah, he is, and obviously it would not be good at all for Rutgers, but, you know, for North Carolina to come out and make a hit like that with a young football team, what that does to excite the sidelines.
I think on the other side of the football here, this is a big zone defense, and Taekwon Underwood, he's running underneath on the shallow. He has to understand that when you're running through on zone coverages, you have to hook up and give the quarterback a stationary target. Now, on the other hand, Mike Teal has to do a better job of looking out and seeing the corner.
Yeah, no doubt. I was going to say, hey, now,
protecting his player.
Because sometimes the quarterback has to know you can't.
At quarterback again for Kent State. Play action fake. Being chased wide open. Incomplete pass. Brandon Flowers, delivered the blow.
You know, this hit looked a lot more painful than it really was. He just got under his shoulder pads a little bit. It didn't jar the receiver too much. But I know at home, it looks like a big-time hit.
Wrong way, Roy Regals. Cal in the 20s in the Rose Bowl is Connor Shaw down the middle, and a big-time hit is delivered by Andre Al, and a little too much. He's going to be called for targeting as he took a huge shot at Justice Cunningham. The completion, and 15 yards going to be tacked onto it. Let's listen to this. It was the launch. I think that's an excellent call by Rule.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you hit with your head or your shoulder or your elbow. It was targeted at a defenseless receiver's head.
Over 300 pass yards and 60 rushing yards per game.
Sean Wade. Second down and 9. Trask fires deep middle. Oh my goodness. Pitts didn't make the catch, and we're going to have what looks like maybe a targeting call on Seam.
I think it is.
Wow. Both guys are shaken up.
Yes, they are. Yes.
And now we got a little mix-up going on down there.
That's what the rule makers are begging to try to get out of the game. The players don't take those angles for those hits.
Secondary. So we bring in Gene Steratore. Gene?
Oh, man, that was vicious.
These plays happen so fast, guys, as you well know, and really, if you look at Sean, he's trying to get his shoulder to the side and get a target area that would be legal, and the receiver is going to duck and get ready to absorb the impact. These are really hard plays in real time. I do think he launches enough and has an indicator there to hit that defenseless receiver.
Beathard, nothing. Backpedaling, throwing for Smith. He nearly caught it, and then the play was blown up by Nate Gary. But this is going to be a penalty flag as Gary came in very dangerously with forcible contact. But it is a personal foul, so it will be a penalty either way. And forcible contact above the shoulders. I understand Nate Gary's trying to make a play, which he did, but this is likely going to be a targeting penalty that stands against Nate Gary, which would mean an ejection from this game.
Trying to come back down 9. Oh, what a hit! Kima Siverand just laid out Dominic Jacinto, and you hope Jacinto's okay. Incomplete pass. Grad transfer from Texas A&M. Kima Siverand, 6'1", 200 pounds, and he just tattooed Dominic Jacinto.
And that's on Drew Lock.
Big Beasley coming from behind, and Serenade just got ripped up by Robert Smith, and the flag is going to come in for the high hit. Let's take another look at Serenade as he went up to try to catch the ball.
That's right in the chest.
And a hit in the chest from Robert Smith.
In terms of conversions. There's Austin Carr right there. Look for him on third down.
The possession guy. Oh! You know who was looking for him? Oh! DeAndre Singleton was on the lookout. Review this season. Thorson looking for his possession guy, and wow.
Walloped him. He did not lead with the head, but it looks like his shoulder might have got up into the chin.
Right there.
Toss. Henry. Oh, brother! Justin Evans hit him hard.
Yep, field goal try now.
4th down.
Stopped in the middle of it, and then from the secondary, I said he needs to wrap up. But on this one, he went for the knockout again. He got it, didn't he?
Warden from his own 40. Oh, whoa! What a hit! Jonathan Sutton said, "Give me my respect." That's how you play yourself on to the roster.
Stangler's punt with Wynn. Back, and Wynn is hit. And penalty flags all over the field here at Memorial Stadium. And Shane Wynn is down on the field. Carlos Avila's a special teamer. Ooh. And the officials now will gather. We talked to you early on. We showed you the information about targeting.
Right. Kick catch interference. Kicking team. Listen, number 29. This is a flagrant foul. The player is disqualified.
Yeah.
15 yards from the start of foul. First down.
That was a helmet to helmet there, of course. Can't do that. That's a target.
Handoff, Marino cuts back, nothing. Another positive sign for Florida.
Yeah, I guess.
You think?
Yeah. Brandon Spikes read that play. It's an 8-man front for Florida. 188 yards last year for Marino. First 2 plays this year, minus yards and minus yards. Mr. Spikes, that ball was forced back to the middle linebacker exactly the way you're supposed to do it.
Bortles out of the gun. 4-man front for the Gamecocks. They mostly work out of 3-man set. Bortles wants to throw it, winds up down the middle of the field, into coverage, incomplete, and a big hit by Williams, and that might be a targeting play. Williams says he hit him shoulder to shoulder, and we will check the call.
The problem there is it's a 15-yard penalty anyway. So if it's not a targeting penalty and Williams is not ejected, from my understanding,
well, that's an automatic disqualification. Now they can review the ejection, but not the penalty.
Yes, that's exactly right.
That's the new part of the rule. It's a 15-yarder, which they call targeting.
Yep. So they pick up 15 yards on that boy anyway.
It was an incompletion around the 15-yard line.
That earns you that right.
Empty set here on 2nd and 7, and downfield is Meadows, and he took a hit, and flags are down. And the medical staff is out there immediately to check on him.
That was Marvin Burks for Missouri in the back end making the hit, and a lot of people now just holding their breath, wanting to make sure
targeting defensive
Meadows is hopefully okay.
Moments ago, this is what happened on the field as Derek Meadows, the tall freshman receiver for Alabama, took that massive hit from Marvin Burks, who's been ejected from the game for targeting. Katie?
Wow, coming back the other way, complete. And what a hit. And a strip. Thompson, the ball came loose. And the Spartans got it. Incredible. Huge hit by Tyreek Thompson. Bang!
Wow, man.
Oh, he got starched.
And that ball never touches the ground. What a play by Tyreek Thompson. Ooh, big time hit.
I'll take a little more than that, Q. On the jet sweep, what a hit! Oh, he brought some smoke! And he's on fire! A touchdown, Kansas! Kobe Bryant! Mentality right here.
Kobe Bryant read this from the get-go. He saw it coming all the way. He saw wide receiver Parker Kingston, who has been a big playmaker for BYU on the wide receiver reverse. And watch where he puts his shoulder. Boom! Ooh. That's as good as it gets. That's the kind of big play. I'm telling you, look, man, I get fired up about big hits. Lewis. I know this is an offensive league, whether you're talking about college or pro, but big hits like that, you got to get fired up. I got them goosebumps again, Mark. That's what happens.
Kenyon Drake and this man. Cuts it back. Oh, boy.
That was Neal again. Keanu Neal.
I haven't seen his strut quite like that.
Yeah, well, he hit a big man here. Henry sees him, gets a bit of a help because he was already being tackled a bit by McAllister, number 14, but he finished it nicely.
Big rush the last time they were in this deep. Payne gets a great kick and backs up the return man to the 18-yard line. But Carr racing down the sideline, and he is decked at the 49. But in by BYU territory, Corey Hall gave him a good block. A 33-yard return on Payne's excellent 58-yard punt.
Just watch the way he attacks the lane. And watch the final hit. He doesn't care. He's going right hard at him. And just gets a foul. Listen to this.
Out of the eye in a tight formation. Taylor. Loose ball. USC has it, and Luck saved a touchdown by creaming Sharice Wright. Are you kidding? That was the quarterback.
That's the hardest quarterback shot I've ever seen.
He's still sailing somewhere, probably. I mean, when the ball hits the ground, great job of stripping and Wright picking it up. And I mean, Andrew Luck brought the wood.
Watch this again.
That ball's out, clearly.
Yeah.
There's just a zero question about that ball being out. Now it's out again.
Jeez. What a shot.
Phelps chases the ball to the sideline, takes the ball right on the sideline, cuts back in. He was hit, lost the ball. Nebraska's on the ball. Who made the hit? John Rood got him. John Rood. Nebraska's on the ball at the 10-yard line, and John Rood was the man of the hour who hit Kelly Phelps and stunned him, knocked him loose from the football. And Phelps is down on the field. He really crushed him while he's down on the back.
And they're going to do a reverse. Grigsby coming around. A huge block near the line of scrimmage.
Number 73. That's a hit.
Wow. Yonder grew up.
He tried to strip the ball, too. Wasn't satisfied with the sack. He wanted the strip sack. Again, Evans gets in there. Watson escapes, takes a huge hit. Helicopters down at the 40. The spot will be just short. Pops up Foster on the tackle.
Watch the linebackers clear out. Once the defensive front four doesn't get him, everybody's in man coverage. He's got room to run. But look at the closing speed by Foster.
Cousins. Mark cuts it back. Mark lost his head. You think this is important, folks? Chris Borland, second in the conference in tackles, bringing the pain on this play.
The play starts originally, watch nickel with the block on the corner against Cromartie. That allows the opening. And then the big hit inside out by Borland on Keyshawn Martin.
Not only did he knock his helmet off, he knocked his do-rag off too.
And around Corey Grant. He's been spectacular tonight. Oh, he is leveled at the 9-yard line. Ball comes out. Now penalty flags come out too.
Sometimes you got to let your hit be enough. 20 on 20. And that right there is a clinic. This is a teaching reel waka. But all this other stuff, wham. The ball comes out, but all this is unnecessary. Let your play do the talking. Don't stand over the player. Who knows what happened.
Comes up strongly on their first defensive series. A flag down at the line of scrimmage. Carr with another good return. Oh, and again he's hit by Payne. I mean, that's like a replay of the first time it happened back in the first half. That's unbelievable. That it came from a punter.
Well, Carr's a believer now. I mean, he wasn't looking for Payne this time. He gets him right now. I bet you the next time Carr has the ball.
Stanzi on play action rolling out. Little pitch and catch. Oh, and his receiver took a heck of a hit. Oh, my goodness. Business 1st and 10 to the 45. Here it is one last time. Sandeman, the good news, is headed off under his own power.